There we go. Now you can hear. You should be able to hear me now. You got it? Can you hear me now? Give me a heads up in the comments if you can hear me. I know it's a little bit delayed, but see, here's the thing. I never know if you guys are pranking me or not. So I ignore it first off because I'm like, all right, there's probably some people that are just like, can't hear you. But you can't hear me for real. All right, so you're good. All right, so tonight we have some fun stuff to talk about. So it's been a while, like I was saying. It's been a while. I feel like it's been weeks, and it has been because I technically wasn't here last week. Mr. DNA was here. So I'm back. We're ready to talk some Jurassic. And tonight we're going to talk about a fan film. I think we're going to, have some fun, like just taking a quick look at a fan film that just came out. We're going to talk about I don't know. There was like a fun little game thing that popped up that I saw on Instagram. And then we're going to discuss Evolution 2. There's not really a ton to talk. What's that? Oh, it's a notification. There's not a ton to talk about tonight, but we'll do what we can. And maybe we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But let me go ahead and add some stuff here to the stream. It's been a little while, so let's go ahead and put up our live banner. There we go. There it is. And welcome back, everybody, anyway, to all of our returning friends. Anybody that's new, I don't know if there's any new people out there. And, of course, all of the lurkers. It's been a long time. And I want you guys to comment if you feel up to it. But don't worry if you don't. I'm always one of those people. I actually just said it recently where I've been watching a lot of streams recently, and I started commenting in a stream, and I just felt so strange about it. I was like, why do I feel so nervous about commenting in somebody else's stream when I stream all the time? So it doesn't bother me if you don't talk, but we always like to hear from everybody out there. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight as well. So I hope you enjoyed the topics. Let's go ahead to our website here for just a second. So I'm going to add this over to the stream. If you guys did not get a chance, we didn't release a regular episode this week. I was going to, but we did a Halloween special instead. And it was a wild one. It was a very, very wild one. So I had a great time producing this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that nice little thing. I had so much fun producing this one. So if you guys don't know, every year we do a Halloween special. I'm trying to think of, I know I indicated it here at some point. Let me see if I can search for it. Because we do some really fun stuff for Halloween. Let's see. 2015, when we started the show, we did not have a special that year. But 2016, I remember I did it last second, as usual. I do everything last second. And we did a haunted park tour, which was like a Haunted Mansion Jurassic Park crossover. And that was so much fun. I think I produced that one all myself last minute. 2017, there was no theme overall, but we had a bunch of different segments. Like we talked to Nedry's ghost. We heard about Nedry's demise. We heard about some other ghostly stories and InGen's misdeeds. 2018, we heard about, this was great. Travis Stevens made a song called The Raptor Pack, which is a Monster Mash spoof. We did the Real Ghost Hunters of Isla Nublar and a Twisted Tale from Tom Fishington. 2019 was an Are You Afraid of the Dark theme, which was like such a influential show for me as a young guy. And we did the tale of enduring trauma, which was about Tim and his trauma that he's experienced over the years due to the incident at Jurassic Park. And then we also had the tale of the campground's curse, which was a Battle at Big Rock campground story. The tale of a father's lament, which was about Lockwood seeing Maisie's ghost. That was terrifying. And then Travis Stevens also did the tale of the Raptor's rap, which was a spoof of The Raven. And 2020, last year, we did a whole theme surrounded by the Twilight Zone. And I did like in between all the segments, it's basically like a Twilight Zone episode. And then we heard a Jurassic Park poem. We had a Jurassic Park pop quiz. I forget who was in that. There were some dead ghosts from Jurassic Park in there, and then we also had a scary story from J Jurassic. Now this year again, we had some really, really fun stuff. The first segment that you'll hear in the episode that is right there, it was Tom Jurassic created this really, really awesome segment, which I was just blown away by. I remember listening to it for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, dude, you've stepped it up with the audio production here. He actually cast like a bunch of British people in a British story, which actually like it legitimized it. It felt really real. It was about a bunch of fishers going out and getting attacked by the Mosasaurus. And it was just a brilliant story. So please check out that in this episode. Also, Caleb Burnett took a look at the world's worst bedtime storyteller, which is from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And I did a segment. I produced a segment that was all about Halloween Horror Nights and a dinosaur attack on Halloween Horror Nights. And that was a fun one to produce as well. So I had a few friends come in to do some audio with me. And then in between everything, somehow I was trying to host like a normal episode, and my son walks in, and I asked him, I was like, hey man, do you want to like say anything spooky here for the audience? And he goes ahead and says, I'm not going to say it too loud, but he says Beetlejuice. He said it 3 times. He said it 3 times in a row. And I tried to host a segment, but he came in. The guy, the B-man himself, came in and took over. He threw me in the corner and hosted the whole show himself. And there, I put his image there for the main image for the Halloween special. And I didn't get a chance to even host the segment. I was so bummed because I really wanted to host the Halloween special. And I was literally just sitting in the corner. And then he wanted he had this whole big plan to, like, I don't know, get out of some podcasting deal that he has. I don't know. Apparently he has a podcast too. So it was a whole thing. And eventually my son came back down and called him out again. And he disappeared, and I was able to finish out the show. But by that point, you guys already heard all 3 segments. So I hope you enjoyed this Halloween special this year, because it was so much fun to put together with special guests and so many fun segments. So it was a really, really fun episode. But yeah. And then also, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but the other day, let me put this up here. The other day we did a great live stream where, why can't I see it? Oh, I moved all the pictures. That's right. We did a great live stream with a bunch of people from the community, and we all dressed up in different costumes. Like I said at the beginning, Mr. DNA was here hosting that show. I haven't really hosted in so long. That's why it's so weird to me. It feels like it's been very, very long. But we had a bunch of people come in here. It was so much fun. Halloween is just the best, right? I mean, I always have so much fun producing content around Halloween. So I hope you guys really enjoyed all the stuff we put together. We did a fun live stream last week. I'm trying to upload these pictures. There we go. All right, so here's one. Get to see Mr. DNA up there. We've got Ben and Bumpy, Jurassic Dave, Collect Jurassic, Black Widow Cosplay, Jurassic Yearbook, Jurassic Souls, and Caleb Burnett there. It was so much fun to have everybody dressing up. And here's the alternate shot here, if you missed it, of Mr. DNA. Whoa, whoops. There it is. The green screen is visible. But yeah, it was so much fun. So please check out all of our Halloween content. We've got all the players there from the episode right there in the thing. And you can also watch the live stream right on our website, JurassicParkPodcast.com. So please go check that out. Now, like I said, we've got some fun topics for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring up our first one here. Where's my notes? Oh, they're right here. So this is actually pretty fun. I know it's been floating around recently, and it's something I believe it literally just came out yesterday. And this is a fan film, a Jurassic Park fan film called Stegosaurus. Let me do something real quick right here. I don't know if did anybody get a chance to watch this this fan film? Because I did. I watched it like shortly after it premiered, and I thought it was pretty great. I thought it was really, really great. I thought they did a wonderful, wonderful job putting it all together. And yeah, I thought it was really, really awesome. So I'm not gonna really play it, but I just wanted to kind of I'll add it to the stream here real quick. Let me see if I can shrink this down, so at least give you guys the incentive to check it out more. But yeah, it was just, I was blown away by how cool it was, because so we've got 1,800 views here, so let's make sure to boost that up a bit. But I really thought it was pretty brilliant, because it focused on the content that, you know, it told you it was going to focus on, and I thought that was pretty great. And it actually had like a nice cute story outside of that as well. And I thought like the way that this thing was filmed, I thought like the way that the style it was shot and everything, so much of this Barry Wilkinson film there that you can see, so much of this was actually just like really, really molded after what like Steven Spielberg would do. And I haven't heard a single word or anything from the people who've created this, really. So I haven't paid too much attention outside of the debut of it, to be honest. And I just thought like, hey, you can see so much of the love of the franchise right there on screen, and the way the camera moves, the way that there's so many references in there. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really, really awesome. And the fact that like this is a story that you know, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but it brings you right into the heart of the jungle here, which you can see here. So this is Olivia Wilkinson, and Gemma Reynolds plays Amber's mom, and this is Amber. So super awesome. This is a really, really great short film. So I'd highly suggest watching it. And I think it was brilliant because it took like a different take. It was like a different take on the fan film genre than what you're used to with like Jurassic fan films. And I thought that was pretty cool. I know a lot of fan films try to like go into the aftermath or try to get like a big actiony story, which is not bad. I still love those, but like this one took a completely different route, and I really, really appreciated that. So if you did not get a chance to watch this one, please do so. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here in the comments there. Yes, and Jurassic Soul says, I like that the fan film seemed to take place in an AU where Jurassic Park did not fail. Yeah, it was basically like, you know, Jurassic Park works, and this is what, you know, what it looks like now. So I thought that was brilliant, and I think it like came together really, really well. I was surprised. You know, sometimes you never know with a fan film how things are going to turn out, but this one was really, really great. Really, really great. I think it just shows that like anybody can create anything. So if you have an idea, if you have a thought or a project you want to create or work on, just do it. Make it. Because you never know, like you might be able to pump out something that's as cool as this. So but yeah, like look at these shots right here. Like I love this like shot like at the feet there. Let's see. It's just such a Jurassic shot. Like that is literally a shot you would see in Jurassic Park with Timmy, like walking through the ferns to go see the Triceratops. So it's like, it's really great. So definitely go check that one out. Did everybody, anybody get a chance to watch this? I see it says here, Dodgen says not yet. Cretaceous Dave says I watched it numerous times. Love the story. Yeah, I thought it was pretty great. Thought Souls was British. Benny T started it but forgot to finish it. Hey, it's only like 9 minutes. and that's with like the credits and stuff. So go check it out. You can put aside like 10 minutes to go watch this thing. It's really awesome. Jared says it's amazing how beautifully shot this Stegosaurus film was. Yes, absolutely. It was so beautiful looking from start to finish. I just like love the time it took. Each shot was like very paced, and it felt like, you know, there was time taken for each one of these little segments, and not a whole lot of words needed to be said in order to get the story across. So it's really great. It's really great. So definitely check that out. I'm sure we'll put up some more content soon, and probably see if we can get some people from the short there to come check it, to come talk on the show or something like that. So definitely finish after this, or you can pause. You can like stop this and just go watch that. You're not gonna miss anything in 9 minutes here. I can waste 9 minutes if you want to go watch it right now. But definitely share it around. That's an important thing. And if you like it, like, let them know. Comment somewhere, share it around, retweet it with their handle. Let them know. Let Barry Wilkinson know here that this is a great short, and it deserves some love. So I think like that's the thing that like, not, you know, sometimes you forget to do is to share. Not you guys specifically, but in general, sometimes you just forget to share things or to let the people know who made things. Let them know that it turned out great. So definitely check that out and share it around. So I do want to go back here to the beginning, because I don't want to say too much about the fan film. I just want you guys to check it out. But I want to go back to the beginning here. Got a shout out. Let's see. Isasorna Communications. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Also, got a shout out to Jurassic Souls here. Thank you again. And you said the Stegosaurus fan film was amazing. Really love the message too. Really awesome to see fans make rad projects like that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to. I want to see more stuff like that. In the past we've had a few different creators come on that have made like little shorts or short films and stuff like that. So we're always down to hear more about, you know, stuff like this. So I want to go back here to it for a second and shout out. I got to shout out two people here, it looks like, from last week. So last week, when I basically, I wish I had a single, you know, I do somewhere. Let's see. Just bear with me for a second here. I took a lot of pictures. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to share these with myself. So I can download them real quick. Oh, that one won't let me download it? Oh, come on. Oh. All right, well, let's try this. Okay. So last week when I was doing the live stream, I was wearing one like a morph suit or whatever you call it, like literally just a full body suit. And you know, I'm like, I can do this. I can definitely do this. It's just this costume. And the problem was I could barely see out. And my eyes were right in between the mouth and the eyes on Mr. DNA. So I could barely see through. But I did want to shout out, it looks like two people here. So thank you, Jurassic Souls. You supported us last week with the super chat. I just want to say thank you so much. You said Mr. DNA supremacy. Yes, Mr. DNA supremacy for the win. You know, this is me. I was literally just doing this the whole time. I'm just sitting here in my chair, just doing this with my arms and just dancing around, because like you couldn't see me, you could just see Mr. DNA, and I thought that was great. So I'm literally just dancing around like this. But yeah. So I also want to shout out to let's see here, where'd it go? Steve Saranka, thank you so much. You said 10 out of 10, my man. 10 out of freaking 10. And you also supported us with the super chat. So thank you so much, Steve. I know you're always there to support us as well, and I really, really appreciate it. It just means it just means so much that anybody helps support us here on the channel, and it all goes to good use. We're always trying to make things better here, and I'm always trying to make it the best kind of stream I can, or the best kind of audio production that I can, and we're doing the best that we can here. So thank you so much to all of you. I did not want to forget you. I know, like I said, I couldn't see any comments, and I wanted to shout out comments all last week. It would have been so much fun to be able to interact with everybody as the show was going on. I probably should have had somebody like handle the production aspect of it, and then me just do the recording. But yeah, it was kind of last minute. So, but yeah, thank you so much to all of you for doing that, and thank you, Jurassic Souls, for being there as well. But yeah, so let's move on to our next topic here, and let me get a banner here going for us. Oh, what is this? We have our Nedry game. All right. So going back to our visuals over here, I don't know if everybody got a chance, or anybody got a chance to see this, but there was a Dennis Nedry game. Oh, look at that background. I still got the Halloween background up there. I didn't even notice. Check that out. Let's go back to this. There we go. I'm still in the Halloween mood here. So I don't know if anybody got a chance to see this, but Dennis Nedry game popped up. Jurassic World, the Instagram account shared this. And is there audio to this? Thirsty Dino. Look at that. Customize this game with your own character's background music and title. So I don't know. Well, let's see where the credits are for this. Oh, it's just Jurassic World. So it's pretty interesting, because if you look at the assets here that are used to make this game, it's literally Dennis Nedry, like from Mattel, and the Dilophosaur from Mattel. Like, I think this one, yeah, this one's it looks like the Amber Collection one, I think. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's this, I don't know. Maybe it's the other one, but this is definitely the 3 3/4 inch line Dilophosaurus. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got a chance to play this, but it's pretty silly. So let's go ahead and see what we can do real quick. I think I just got to click. It's called Nedry's Escape. Tap and hold to jump. Oh, there's some music. Huh! 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 Yeah! Oh, no! I didn't click fast enough. Let's try again. Well, you know what? We gotta get myself in here. Streaming like a game over here. Oh, come on! Come on! Tap and hold. Ooh, that was a nice big jump. Whoa, he jumps so much higher when you hold. Oh boy, oh no. I held it too long. I'm doing terribly. The pressure's on when you're playing live. Oh, they're all so close. There we go. There. Oh, there's a Barbasol can. We did it. Woo! We did it. Let's go for one more time for good measure. Yeah. Oh boy. Can we do 2 in a row here? Can we do 2 in a row? Yes, we can. Woo! Whee! All right. There we go. That is Dennis Nedry. A video game. So I guess people could just like make their own versions or whatever. So that's that. That is that. So let me go ahead and throw this in the comment here. I am a gamer. I like literally, I feel like sometimes that's like all I do is game. So I'm like constantly gaming, some of which maybe you'll hear about soon. So, but yeah, sometimes you have Butterfingers though, you know. Nedry's been working out. I don't remember him being that agile. Yeah. Should have candy bars laid out for health. I like that idea. I like that. Yeah. It's a fun little game. It's a fun little game. I wonder what it's like remixing it. You can... Huh, okay, so you can change your hero. I don't know. What do you make your heroes? These things? Let's see. What kind of so we can make our own version here. Some fun ones. Man, there's a lot. Like, where do these all come from? All right, let's choose. There's one I saw I was going to use. Let's go with this one. Oh, wait. Can we go back? Obstacle. What kind of obstacle should we make? I don't think there's an obstacle for me, but let me just search. Okay, no, good. All right, let me search for this Kermit. I'm gonna just put this Kermit there, and then we're gonna do what's the door? It's dinosaur cheeseburger. All right, so let's select the background. I don't know. Let's go with this. Soundtrack. Let's see what our soundtrack. Nope, not that. Sports. Yeah, let's go with sports. All right, let's play. Was I supposed to name it or anything? All right, so guys, I just made a video game. I just made one, and it's also called Nedry's Escape. So let's go ahead and play this one. Kermit! I'm a game developer now, guys. This is hard dancing, jumping over dancing Kermit. Oh, so many. Yes, we made it. Wowee! Yes, woo. So, if you want to, you can make your own game there. So, that looks pretty fun. So, let's get out of there. But where's the Mark Degler game? Yeah, it's a good point. Kermit was the amphibian DNA. Yeah, that's a good point. I did that subconsciously, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, that was that. So I put the link in there if you want to check it out. But you can also go to Jurassic World Instagram and just check out their story. It's on there. You can click on the link there. But let's move on to another topic here. This is our last like actual topic. I feel like it's been slow over the past week or so. Jurassic fan, you're late. What are you doing? You missed it. You literally almost missed everything. No big deal. Thank you anyway for joining us. Let's talk about Jurassic World Evolution 2. So we do have another video here. So let's go ahead and turn this music down. So that music was probably doubling up on the other thing that you heard. So sorry about that. But let's go ahead and bring up our video here for the species field guide for the Cryolophosaurus. I'm excited for this. This is going to be cool. Let's check it out. Really awesome looking. Elvis. There you go. Pretty quick. Take another look real quick. I love how evil these things actually look from like the front. They're kind of goofy looking in general, but like that's just really cool looking. And it's a pretty nasty looking theropod. Like that is a scary looking dude right there. That's awesome. I love these like behavioral patterns they have here with the two like of the same species, like they're actually like interacting in natural ways. I think that's really cool. Got an itch. That's very cool. Very cool. And what? There's only like 6 days, right? Something like that. It's very, very close to being here. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Who's excited? Are you guys excited for this game? Um, I know it's been interesting to see the conversation surrounding this game because, I think after a while, people really wanted something new and exciting from Jurassic World Evolution, and it seems like a lot of the conversation so far has been like, "Hey, it seems like it's mostly a very similar game, with some very cool different details, but it's like a wait and see kind of thing. Like, hey, we got to wait and see, how different it's actually going to be." Let's bring up this. I want to bring up this real quick. It's their Twitter because they've been posting these really cool um, videos and things. Let's see, 7 days out as of yesterday. I just like these little videos. They're pretty cool. 7 days to go. Oh, no, that's the video we just watched. 6 days to go. Now that is a really interesting look at the Mosasaurus. Is that a Mosasaurus? Like, it can't be, right? It looks so different than the Mosasaurus. Liploridon? I don't know what that is. He's saying Tylosaurus? I don't know. I don't know what any of these things are. Yeah, it definitely looks different than a Mosasaurus. The Mosasaur looks very similar to that, obviously, but the snout is like drastically different, and also this underside here on the neck is got some interesting spikes going on down there. So that's pretty cool to see. 6 days to go as of today, November 3rd. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Did everybody get their pre-orders in? Because I know the pre-orders come with different kinds of vehicles and skins and stuff like that and dinosaurs. So Jared is very excited for Jurassic World Evolution 2. What's up, Jurassic Dave? Hey. You know what, Siaka? I never know who you are with your Spider-Man image. Yeah, things are gonna speed up next week. I've been feeling that for a little while now, that like things are definitely gonna get crazy pretty soon. Between evolution, between Camp Cretaceous trailer, between potentially something for Dominion. It's going to get out of control here. And even when was that, yesterday, today, or whenever it was, leaks, they're still happening. I'm not going to talk about the leaks here. Maybe we'll talk about it in the future, on a Wire episode or something like that. But leaks have been continuing to trickle out, and this time the leak that came out was something pretty major. So if you don't want to see what it is, I would hate to say block or mute Jurassic World, like the words Jurassic World on Twitter and stuff like that. But if you don't want to see things, it's going to be hard to stay away from, because everybody just shares things. They can't help it. So it's not content. Stop sharing it as if it's content, because it's not. So just let it go. Leave it be, report it, whatever you got to do to get rid of it. But yeah, leaks are out there. So be warned. And yeah, things are going to get crazy. So, when leaks occur, it's interesting. Let me get rid of this stuff here. When leaks happen, there's like a few routes I feel like film franchises typically take, right? It's like, let's get ahead of it. So a leak is out and it starts to get shared around. Then the company, the studio, is like, let's try to get ahead of it, and we'll release a trailer. We'll release a poster. We'll release some sort of interview or something. Something will happen surrounding the film. And Jurassic really has never done that. I feel like they've never really been on top of the leaks and stuff like that. So when leaks come for Jurassic, they just go unnoticed. They don't necessarily care too much, it seems like. So I wouldn't necessarily expect them to be like, uh-oh, things have leaked out, so let's maybe get ahead of it. But nope, nothing there. But there's also the tactic that, like, Spider-Man's taken. Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah. Now that film has received leaks upon leaks upon leaks upon leaks upon leaks. It's like, I don't, like, it's just a body of water at this point. Like, there's no leak. It's just one massive leak. I don't know what it is anymore. But like, it seems like the entire film has been leaked out at some point or another. And they just don't care to acknowledge it, really. They're just like, we'll get to a trailer eventually. We're not ever going to get ahead of it at all. So that is a tactic that, I guess, kind of like I was saying with Jurassic, where like they're just not acknowledging it. But you either try to get ahead of it with a trailer or something, or you just let it all happen, and leaks upon leaks. And then eventually we'll give you something. So that seems to be the case with Spider-Man and Jurassic. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, it's kind of crazy out there. I didn't even see her comment until now. What up, B-Rad? We're still waiting every day for something Jurassic World Dominion to be leaked / rumored. Have you heard anything recently? Yes. Yes, I have. And it's interesting because I'm still not going to say what the leaks are. I'm not going to talk about the leaks. If you guys start talking about leaks in the comments, you're going to get leaked out of here. All right. Yeah, it's something that I've seen and I've known about before. Like, I've known that this thing is a thing, and I've also seen different things surrounding this. Not exactly what was leaked, but something else. So it does seem like a lot of Jurassic World Dominion has been leaked at some point or another. So we'll see what happens from here on out. I kind of wish they would care, but yeah, I don't think that they do. I think that they'll just let it all go and Leaks will be leaks. But yeah, no, we're not going to talk about leaks. We're not talking about leaks. We're talking about the fact that there have been leaks. We're not talking about the leaks. So yeah, we if we do ever talk about spoilery content, we usually, if we do it on live stream, which is not often, but if we do, we'll save it for the end of the live stream. And if I do talk about leaks or rumors or things like that on the podcast, that is always like until after the credits of the show. So you can actually just like stop listening at the end of the normal episode. But yeah, Siaka says, given your position, Brad, do you prefer to not know these things going in, leaks or other spoilers? Look, I mean, I definitely prefer not to know anything, but the problem is I'm sitting behind a microphone and I have to produce a podcast every week. And, you know, we being a channel and, you know, a Twitter handle and Instagram or whatever that is, you know, one that a lot of people know about or tag in things. It just so happens that we do get tagged in a lot of pictures and things that we don't want to be tagged in. So even if I sought out to not have it happen so I couldn't see these things, people will always tag us in them. And it's kind of a pain in the butt, but also just being in the position that we are, it's kind of hard to not know these things. So what are you going to do? You know? But yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like I know so much of the film, but I will say that this film, Dominion, while knowing so much, there is so much left to the imagination, I think. And that's probably only because we haven't seen anything really outside of that preview. You know, once we actually start getting trailers and other teasers and things like that, and you know, what do you call it? Behind the scenes reels and things. We're just gonna know it all. So I don't know. I mean, their previous work, you know, with Fallen Kingdom revealed so much information. Even the behind the scenes reel that came out, I wish it would just be like quick hits of like, yeah, working on this film has been really cool. And you get somebody saying that, but not necessarily showing, you know, the ins and outs of what the film is, because last time you saw so much in that behind the scenes teaser that, like, you know, it let you know about like the sequence of events and who was going to be where, and it was kind of a bummer. So I don't know. I mean, I hope we don't get that far, but it definitely, as Danny is saying here, it makes it less special, or it makes it more special the less you see. Plus, Universal needs to chill when it comes to trailers. Like, not give us 10-minute clips, which usually is a sign they're anxious about opening weekend. That's just the way they do it. I don't know. I don't know what their market research shows, but apparently they assume that we want to see everything, or we need to see everything. I don't think they have the trust still that you kind of see like Spider-Man currently has. It's like literally this movie comes out in a tiny bit over a month, and we have one trailer, and it didn't show a lot. You know, it showed like a lot from like, it seems like one specific time frame in this movie, but not a lot else. But they have like confidence in the fact that like people will come to see this movie because we know it's going to be a big hit. I feel like Universal doesn't necessarily feel that with their films for some reason, even though like Fast and Furious and Jurassic are going to be hits, but they feel like they have to release 95,000 trailers, TV spots, and behind the scenes things. So yeah, it's like 10-minute clips, and you're like, I know everything. I know everything. So yeah, it's a bummer. But rumors, have I heard any rumors or anything like that recently? I don't know how we would distinguish that between leaks at this point. I mean, rumors may be like things that are like hinted at with actors or crew. You know, it's interesting. Colin Trevorrow has been really, really quiet on the Jurassic front recently. Every now and then you see that he likes a tweet or he puts something out, but barely anything, nothing. He's been very, very quiet. And we know that at this point, the movie has been screened for people. So there is a cut of the film, whether, and I know that like, the graphics and stuff like that have not been completed. Like the CG's not really completed in that sense, but so that stuff's still getting worked out, it seems like, but it does have a cut of some sort. So he is still working, and I know it's probably been a slower paced job. I don't think he's like, I can't imagine that he's like in the studio like every day working on this thing like hardcore. I don't know, because he's had so much time to finish this film. But yeah, Brandon says it's been scary quiet, and hopefully it's for the better. I don't know. I mean, that is an interesting question. When I feel like people are quiet, I feel like I always lean on like, oh, they're scrambling or something, something's happening where they don't want to talk about anything yet. They're trying to finish things. They're trying to do something. I don't know. Yeah. And BD Wong's comments, like, I didn't even feel like bringing that up because I feel like he talked about that like a year ago, and then also the other day. But like, he's trying to like, I feel like he's just like sparking conversation, and like, I don't even know if you can call it a rumor at that point, because he's like pretty open with what he's talking about. But yeah. Do you think that there will be a Dilophosaurus in Dominion? I'd say probably. I'd say maybe. Maybe there could be. But yeah, Steve says maybe they could give us a 30-second trailer that's just a slow pan into a Barbasol can, and I would go to see it. Exactly. We would all go to see that movie. Like, that's not the problem. Like, I don't know who doesn't see that, like, Jurassic World is on the marquee and think, like, oh, I got to go see that movie. Like, I feel like everybody still wants to see that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what they've got going on. And also, I gave you a shout out earlier because last week I was in my Mr. DNA mask thing. I couldn't see the comments. I couldn't see the super chat. So I just wanted to say thank you for the super chat last week. It means a lot. And it's always so great to have you in the chats. So thank you so much for supporting us last week when I couldn't see any of the comments or super chats that rolled in. So thank you. Keys to Benz says, will you be able to get an interview with Mattel this holiday season? I'll try. I'll see what I can work out. I actually wanted to give them a shout out recently and see what they've got going on. Because yeah, it would be fun to chat with them. I'll see what I can work out. They're usually pretty open to like having a conversation. Last time we talked with them, it was like back in June. So yeah, it's been a while. So it would be nice to kind of get an update on Camp Cretaceous, but maybe it'll be something to talk about with like maybe after December 3rd. That could be a good idea to chat with them, maybe really close to the holidays and stuff like that, so that we can talk about Camp Cretaceous season 4 and all that good stuff. So I'll see what we can do. We literally, though, we have like every episode is booked into like February or March. Like, so we have a lot of content coming your way, and not a lot of space. So I'll see what we can do about fitting something in there, or maybe video content or something like that. So we'll see what we can do. And I guess keeping on the rumor train, hopefully we get a Camp Cretaceous trailer this Friday. Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking it's going to pop up soon. So here's the thing. I'll be honest with you guys. Let me make sure I'm definitely being honest with you. I don't have anything. No content for Camp Cretaceous just yet. Now I did a whole episode, which was funny because I did a live stream with you guys. And I forget if it was like the next day or shortly after. I think it might have been like the next day or two later, maybe a little bit longer. But we were talking about Camp Cretaceous season 4 and the timeline of events and the fact that, like, you know, at this point we would have a teaser. At this point we would have a trailer. And previously, in previous years, they have actually contacted us ahead of teaser trailers and trailers. So the other day we actually got that teaser, which, I mean, the way that they see it, it was a motion poster. I think that's the way they put it on their Instagram or Facebook or something like that. They said that they released a motion poster for season 4, so it really wasn't anything, right? It was just a slow pan with a glitch, and it said December 3rd. So I forget what was the content of the teasers in previous years. I completely forget as far as what those looked like. But like I said, previously they've notified us about a day or two ahead of time so that we can see the trailer and we can produce the content for it and have it ready to go by the time it releases, and we have the embargo date and all that stuff. But we didn't hear anything prior to this one before the teaser. So I don't know if we're going to get anything before the season 4 teaser. I'm not sure. Hopefully they're consistent. I'll keep my fingers crossed. But because it's easier for us to produce the content and stuff like that for the website and for the podcast. Otherwise, it's just like we're scrambling, trying to catch up and stuff like that. So Kenji has a full beard. He needs to save his hair. His hair turns white for the next trilogy starts. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully something does come Friday. Maybe we'll get an email or something in the next day or so. But I haven't heard anything just yet, so we'll see. Siaka says, you know those big Halloween haunted walkthrough attractions? Feels like there should be one for Jurassic Park. Hey, you know those? You know those things? You mean those things that are in our Halloween episode this week? Siaka, you haven't listened. I'm calling you out. I can tell you haven't listened yet. Yeah, so I do know those things. I was just in Orlando like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and I went to those. I went to those big haunted walkthrough attraction thingies, and then produced the Halloween segment for the podcast, which was myself and like 2 friends going through a few different haunted house attractions that were just failing to live up to the hype. And then the last one lived up to the hype. But yeah, so far, as Siaka says, also there's only been JP Evolution, which was barely, I would say barely a Halloween like walkthrough for Jurassic. It was like, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird, and more focused on human hybrid things that were not. It was just like a Dilophosaur human hybrid. It was really like it didn't take the right approach, I don't think, for a Jurassic haunted house. I think that they're really missing the ball when it comes to a haunted house that features Jurassic. So I think we need to work on making that happen at some point, because you definitely could have a really great walkthrough attraction for Jurassic. So I've pitched it several times that we need to have which they should have done back in 2018, because the film came out in June. And then in October, how awesome would it have been to see the movie in June, have the DVD come out in like September or whenever that was, September, October, and then be able to, in September to October, go into a walkthrough that was Lockwood Mansion, and you're right in the midst of a dinosaur escape with and that would have been so amazing. So yeah, I called you out. You haven't. You better. And I'll hold you to that. All right. I know when all you don't listen. All right. When the first trailer gets put out, do you see them dropping the big moment like they did with Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course they will. There's no doubt about it. They will. But I wonder if like that moment. I don't know, because I'm thinking about the preview. I'm wondering if that moment could be like cut from the preview, like the T-Rex in front of the drive-in screen or something like that. But what would they like to focus on? Maybe we should do this for a live stream someday because we're already past an hour mark here. But maybe next week. Maybe I'll write that down for next week. That could be a fun topic if you guys want to come out for that. As long as there is no trailer by that point, we'll talk about what kind of moments do you want to see in the trailer. I think that would be a really fun conversation for next time. I'll write that down. It's very hot in here. So what kind of moments? Think about it for next week. We'll talk about it next Wednesday night. Do you mean that thing that looked like it was like one of the dragons from, or like the banshees from Avatar? Steve says, hot take, I would take an immersive walkthrough 10 out of 10 times over a coaster. Don't cancel me. Look, I mean... The thing is, I don't disagree with you. I think when it comes to going to Orlando, for me, I have always wanted to go to the themed attractions more so than the coasters. I like when it comes to Universal specifically, I'll skip a lot of coasters. Even in Disney, sometimes I will, but I do like going on those because they are pretty highly themed because they're not like intense coasters for the most part. But for Universal, I'm like, I don't care. I'll skip Hulk. Back in previous years when Dueling Dragons was around, I was like, I'll skip Dueling Dragons. I don't really care. I don't really care about that. Rip Ride Rocket, 100% never need to go on that ever again. Mummy, I will do. I actually did not do it this past time, but I will do that one. But the thing is, with the Jurassic Coaster, it is 10 out of 10 an immersive walkthrough at the same time. It literally is. Like, I can't stress that enough, that like when you step into that queue, you're going to be crying. Like, it's so good. It is so good. The queue, you've got Mr. DNA in there. You've got Dr. Wu in there. You've got Velociraptor statues and literally Velociraptor animatronic heads in there. Like amazing, like Musion Technology screens and things that'll like, you'll literally see the coaster go by with the Velociraptors that are digital and stuff like that. It's amazing. And then you get the full, like the stuff that you haven't seen yet, which is because it's behind the lockers. So you can take video and stuff up until a certain point, but then you have to put all your stuff into a locker, and they'll literally do a metal detector thing so that like you can't bring your phone with you onto the ride because the ride is too crazy. So the stuff that's after the lockers is even more enticing because you've got the video with Claire and Owen, which I know you have seen that. But then there's also like ACU gear that is just incredible looking. There's like immersive like little notes and things all over the place that reference so many different things, and it's just incredible. And then that station, the load station, is just like an amazing thing because it's literally like the Indominus paddock from the movie. So I think like with the coaster, you are kind of getting both experiences, but I understand what you mean. And I think like when it comes to like, typically I would say I would like an immersive experience over a coaster, but this one is a pretty great coaster, I gotta say. And it's a pretty great walk through in the queue. So you kind of do get both for this, but the thing is, when it comes to walk-through attractions, they're really phasing those out like completely. They really don't seem to be like doing that kind of thing anymore. So I know a lot of people always say, let's bring in Jurassic World the exhibition and put it into Universal Orlando. I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think they care to do a walk-through attraction anymore. So yeah, I don't really expect that to ever really be a thing for a Jurassic theme park. But you know, I think an immersive attraction like the Jurassic World Adventure or whatever that's what it's called, right, out in Beijing, like something like that would be great. But these Halloween attractions pop up only for 2 months out of the year, and then they're gone forever, which is also kind of sad because if we do ever get a Jurassic one, like I want to be able to experience it forever. Like I don't want it to be gone after just 2 months. And for me, I tend to go to Horror Nights only for a few days in a week. Not a few days a week. Wow, that was way off. A few days a year. So like 2 to 3 days a year, I'll get to do those haunted houses for a few times, and then I never see them again. And that's kind of the sad thing about Horror Nights is like once you leave, once the event's over, those houses are torn down and they never return. Never. Like they're gone forever. So if we did ever get a Jurassic one, it would be kind of bittersweet. Kind of like the tribute store for Jurassic World. It's like, how awesome was that tribute store? Now, I will say I do think that one has a chance to come back next year, next June or May or June when Jurassic World Dominion comes out. Like I feel like they could maybe pop it open in May and it would last through June to July or so, like they did with this past year, with like a summer tribute store because of Jurassic World Dominion. Maybe they could do some sort of in-park festivities to kind of tie it all together because they didn't get to do anything this past year. So maybe that one could return, but typically these tribute stores disappear forever, and that's it. Like not yet last year actually, because last year it didn't happen, but the year before that, there was like a whole like Ghostbusters room and I think Stranger Things and all kinds of stuff that's just like incredible, and then you never see that stuff ever again. So it's kind of bittersweet, you know. Does anybody believe the Scorpius Rex will return? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't really think so. I'm wondering. I'm trying to think about what point did the Scorpius Rex serve? Like, what was the overall point behind that dinosaur? Right now, it's been a while since I watched the show, so I don't exactly remember. But like, I feel like just creating a dinosaur to show that there was something made before the Indominus Rex that was exactly the same as the Indoraptor. For the most part, I know there's differences, but like, I don't know what the point was really. So I don't ever expect to see that come back. Like, I know they're actually in the episode, you literally only do see one dead. So you don't see two dead. You only see one of them, but you assume. But you know what happens when you assume those things in film. But in terms of the boat or anything like that, no, I don't think that there's going to be a juvenile in the boat. I definitely don't think so. I think it's going to be a Velociraptor. But yeah, that's all. And yeah, Manicore knows about it, but like, I don't know. I'm not sure what the point of the dinosaur was. Because if we leave that island, what is the point? You know, I don't know. Yeah. But I think that's going to bring us to the end here. So yeah, definitely remember, because I want to talk about this next week. What moments do you want to see? And I know it's going to be hard to talk about because, like, we don't really know what the film is or what's going to be in the film. But I want to know, like, what kind of moments do you want to see in the trailer? Like, what kind of things, like, do you want to come out of this movie that are going to be in the trailer, that they'll show us in the trailer? I don't want to get into spoilers and stuff like that, but I want to talk about, that would be fun to talk about, like, the kind of moments that you want from this. So yeah. You about to get wrecked. You about to get wrecked, bro. But yeah, anyway, please don't get wrecked. Do yourself a favor and go check out our Halloween special from this week. It was so much fun to put together. I had a blast. Beetlejuice. I shouldn't have said that so loud. Oh my gosh. Nobody say it 2 more times. He hosted the episode. He took over for me and he hosted the entire episode. So please go give that one a listen. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do when he comes in the studio here and takes over the show? I can't really do much about it. He's got all these kind of magical powers and stuff that he just, like, he got rid of me and he hosted the whole show. But you have amazing segments there from Tom Jurassic. You've got another segment from Caleb Burnett and a segment from myself. So there's a lot there to listen to. And please go check out our costume party from last week. If you're missing that Halloween spirit, please go do these things. Go watch the live stream with the costumes and go check out our Halloween special. I know Halloween's over, but please definitely go listen to those episodes. And also give that Stegosaurus Jurassic Park fan film a watch. Now, remember, go watch it after this. It's only 9 minutes long, so please go check that out. And yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in here. It's been a lot of fun, as always. So we'll be here next week. Don't worry. And I'm so bad about this banner thing. I don't know why it always disappears. Oh, I think I put up images and then forgot to put the banner back. There it is. Hey, we're live. But yeah. Good night, everybody. Have fun. See you next time. This first 5 minutes were probably one of the best episodes of the year. I don't know if you mean the live stream or the episode itself, the podcast episode. You know, I think that was probably one of my favorite ones that I've ever done. Like, I'll be honest, I think that was probably one of my favorite podcast episodes that I've ever produced. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. So yeah, if you guys pop in next week, you better have watched or listened to the Halloween episode. Good night, Danny. Bye, Siaka. I'm watching you. Good night. Thank you all so much. Yeah, Pod. Yeah. My son was in the episode and he nailed it. Let me tell you guys. I said, hey, buddy, can you come down here and record? I have a few things I want you to say onto a microphone. And he comes in here, stands at the mic, and I said, say these words. And he said those words one time through and nailed it perfectly on the first try. And I'm like, it took me 6 hours to do my part. No joke. Literally took me like 6 hours plus to edit and record that episode. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this one. I do have an outro video, so let's go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you so much. Peace out, everybody.